Actually, coming out of the whole charcuterie class this weekend, somebody shared something and I thought, okay, this is our wellness thing. I've been learning about this in the wellness world and in the business world, actually, with some of the people that I follow and learn from. This one couple said, yeah, we left the last class and we said, we are signing up. We don't know how we are going to make it. It's going to be tight, but we have to do this. We need this knowledge and we're going to go. We're going to sign up and trust the rest will work out. And it did. And they came and, it was cold compared to Texas, but they had a great time and they learned everything that they felt like they needed to learn because they had made that decision and taken the step. Just taken the first step and trusted that the rest of it was going to work out and be okay and happen. That their farm would be taken care of and the kids and travel, because it's a long ways. And it did. And I thought, oh, yeah. So I've been hearing about this. I do it myself. And it's really awesome when you see it happen in other people's lives as well. And you see these people showing up in your own life who say, I need to do this. And they dedicate themselves to making it happen. All change. I even read this, one of my favorite people that I read every day is Oswald Chambers. And it came up in one of his thoughts this week too. It's at all levels, whether it's the health of your body, your mind, your homestead, your spirit. When there is something that you feel compelled to do, that you know you need to do, the most important thing is simply decide to do it. Obey. Do it. You don't have to know how. Don't worry about the how. The how will follow. You always have that first step. And most often, the first step involves something you already know you need to do. Or a lot of times, it's a mentor. You make a decision that you want to have more energy, more strength, better digestion, better sleep. You want to have a homestead. You want to travel the world, make $1 million. We've also been listening to some podcasts about the robber barons of the Gilded Age. And Carnegie, Vanderbilt, J.P. Morgan, Henry Ford, all of these guys, they had an idea in their head. They had a picture. They knew what they wanted. And they took small steps steadily to get there. And that's how you get healthy. It isn't by finding the supplement that'll work or the doctor, or it's by taking small, consistent steps in a direction. And you hold that direction, that idea, that goal, no matter what. Your desires like that, they are put in you divinely when you're born for a reason, because that's your thing in the world. All of these guys, these robber barons, my libertarian educated children were like, yeah, they're making them sound bad. They're calling them robber barons. But they all created the world that we know today. We wouldn't have all the steel if U.S. Steel hadn't come into existence. J.P. Morgan, he saved the United States from going bankrupt 3 times in his life. He made money off it, yes. And he did it with the intention of saving the people of the United States. And by the way, he made money because that was his vision and his goal in life. He also, all of these guys turned around and used their wealth to better the world, to make good things in life affordable, to create centers for education, all the libraries that Carnegie funded and supported. That's part of it. Your big vision, there's something to give back to the world because life is all about more life. So I had that big thought playing along. And meanwhile, I'm having a lot of conversations with people about how crazy the world is. And I don't know about you, but I noticed even this weekend, I felt a little off step. I got flustered a little more easily, felt a little more crazy. It gets a little chaotic at some points, but it verged on overwhelming. And so I leaned into my habits and, it was fine. I used my cold dipping. I used my oil. I actually brought it tonight because I sort of lost it and refound it. This is lard and tallow. And I rub it all over my body because it's very, very good for your skin. I had to go back to an old standby and use sesame oil this morning, and it does not soak into the skin. There is no vegetable oil that will soak in as good as lard, tallow, any animal fat, because that agrees with your body. Right now, in all the crazy, there's a few things that will really help you cope and be well in the middle of all the crazy. And this is the habits of Ayurveda. I was listening to a guy who comes at it from a whole different perspective. I'm hearing it from a lot of different places, but a lot of these are basic, well-known, time-honored habits. So one is you got to ground yourself. Taking a few minutes of peace and still. When there's chaos is just uncontrolled energy. So it's a lot of energy and it's just swirling madly. The thing that helps calm it is stillness, quietness. You can do it really easy. I'm not going to do like all those old ladies said, make time for yourself without telling you how to do it. So 3 deep breaths through your nose and out through your mouth. You can even hack it, make it a little better, and kind of do an ah sound with it. It's a sigh. It really is. There's a reason that you sigh, and you can do it intentionally. And then you use it to calm yourself in a moment. 3 times is the magic charm a lot of times to really diffuse the energy, to really make a new start. Anything that you want to change, 3 is sort of the magic number. If you do it for 3 days, you've got a new habit started. If you can hold out for 3 weeks, now it's really cemented. 3 months and so on. So just 3 breaths in through your nose, and out through your mouth, a ha breath. Really easy. I do it with my oils. You take a shower, right? You get out, rub. Very intentionally do this because it's one thing to dry yourself off. You do that all the time. But do it with the intention of connecting with yourself and taking a moment to breathe after a shower. You rub everything down, your whole body, all the way down your legs. Rub your belly in a clockwise motion. It helps massage your digestion a little bit. And then rub a little oil. You can use sesame oil, olive oil, lard and tallow if you have it, whatever. Just a little oil. You can add some essential oils to it that are nice, lavender, geranium, pine, I don't know. Do you face ears, inside your ears? It's very calming. You'll be surprised once you do it. And you do your whole ear, do the inside, rub it. Do your feet. If you do nothing else, do those 3 spots, face, ears, and feet. You will find that it's very grounding, very calming. It just helps you breathe. Settle the crazy just a wee bit. Some of the other easy things, get some movement. Whatever you do to move, just move. Go for a walk. Do 15 jumping jacks. The one mom that I talked to, I felt really bad for her. She said, I'm going crazy. And I go in my room to get away from the kids, and they stand outside the door and they scream. And I'm going nuts. My fuse is this short with my toddlers. I can't be like that. Doesn't want to. Her goal, her vision is something different, but she finds herself there. She said, even when I do exercise, I'm sitting there planking, and next thing I know, it's 30 pounds extra. It's how it is. But move anyway, no matter what. Yeah, a few jumping jacks, do a few almost toe touches or whatever it is, wall push-ups, go for a short walk. Hack it. Do it at sunrise, which is really easy. It's like 7 o'clock right now. So sunrise is easy to catch. It's not super early and it's not so late that it's into your day already. Those red light waves help to reset your mitochondria, which are the little powerhouses in your cells. As soon as they turn on for the day, you've got more energy, your metabolism jumps up, everything works better. Your mood comes up, but it's those red UV rays in the morning. In the evening, they don't do the same thing. In fact, the sunset's calming. It helps your the circadian rhythm in your body to know that it's time to slow down. Turn off. Relax now. But sunrise is a really important thing when you're looking to just calm things down, have a touch point of sanity. Touch points. That's all you need. Just a few seconds. And the more of those things that you layer in on top of each other, the more benefit you get from them. It's just staying well in the crazy, hanging on as things change. And, change can be chaotic. It's the old energy is, it's an unstable time. So it's, how are you going to stay grounded? How are you going to take care of yourself? Because unless the universe decides otherwise, you're moving through it one way or the other. So you can choose to do the little things. Just breathe. Breathe deeply. Catch the sunrise. Move a little bit. Take some time to connect to yourself and use your hands to give yourself a little love. Those are just simple, easy things. Anybody can do that if you want to choose to be well in the crazy instead of crazy in the crazy, because it's a choice and you're going to go one way or the other. I promise and guarantee. So those are just a few things. There's a whole lot of them. I have a group, Good Living, and I haven't, because of the class last week, I wasn't very active in there, but I've been sharing a lot of tips. So I'll share that later. You're welcome to join me. Join another group on Facebook, but it's a necessary evil so that we can all meet up and have fun.